When the Igbo king thought the matter between him and Ghanaians are over, recently something happened. All the chiefs in Ghana are now rising up. They said they do not want the Igbo king anymore in Ghana. I'm going to be sharing the video for you guys to watch. Please, as you're watching, do so well to like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
Nigeria foi ne Igbo foi yesro mo say ye kuro mai endu boni bia o mo na de ba ye tie sebi o ye tie ni ani ma se onu ma Petition kakra sebi no ahye kakra eno emfa on komirika but ko no de mponko no di komirika na wa hia ponko kura no ma o komirika na hu ni pa no ma so obetu afa wiem enne di problem we nyina ba yesro mo o de o ma se o mo ho na obungu so se ho no mo nja ye kuro yi mai eno na di we nyina ba se ni na o yesa no je o fine wo huni papa kura he ni nua ketwa enti wo jiri se papa beba eno na di problem we ba
wo de minim se wo de wo hwehwa pa wani so ewurawura ntokro
de me gato leader
dodo se pa na ne wo so mo page
e wo fia
e wo sankrofo na mo se ye kro ni mai
o so woni se ye hyemrase ade no koye no se bi obi wo hye atade aban oye adwuma ma aban bata bia no oye domani enti wo jiri se asamba obeka bia ma Asante obechia no yensu enim de we adere tere ya tira gato imba 30 years ya ka muntie ya no kasa kakra se yensu ebetuma ton nyiska ni bi but emwa who say you to no enti nkofo no mo de ba ne ya kire be bi efiri no omo stop omo kakra no mo me ye da ache na sei
ba me da se yenhwe nanu de ya ben nanu na nsani na ehu se speaker of parliament ba yewura ho na omo so omo siesie parliament kenta esen ho no Asante hene na de ma omo ayedada omo pese omo sesa no ade so omo be di permission free yewura ho ansa na yewura sam omo fofo de kosen ho Ghana reach say Asante ni dominate be bia chen other tribes no sana ohunu na
ye kwade ye person case ni say ye person ke be da asole no na Asante ate ho ne ye di esika na se bi yewura ti da esika no so na nke di esika nti wuwura ma udu bodala no asesika
House of Chiefs. A very good morning to the National House of Chiefs President. I believe strongly that you are doing good. Respectfully, I have a submission and I want you to listen to me carefully. The other one goes to the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Respectfully, I greet you, the Nungwamanche. Now, the third one going to the Ghana Traditional Council President, Ni Tekuchu the second. Ni Mimba Manje. I believe strongly that you guys have been working on something, and I believe that whatever you guys are working on is yielding results. Okay, now I have a fine message for all of you, and the message I have for you is that you guys have to continue to do what you are doing, because this issue that we are dealing with now has traveled beyond the political regime. Because if you want to deal with our politicians and want to say that we want to allow John Dramani Mahama to handle the self-acclaimed and battle Igbo king, perhaps because they are friends, he might actually have some friends way of dealing with it, and he won't deal with it the way we are expecting it to be. But I'm calling these three institutions because at this point in time,
also for two Ghana impeding for assembly what they are two Ghana impeding for you. Take a lesson.
I want to take this opportunity to share this vision that I had. It was very, very dangerous and very, very scary. Now, vision, I say, I was hanging in the skies. Then I moved towards Nigeria. Now, what I saw in Nigeria, there's a particular war coming in Nigeria. There's a particular group. I don't know, but group, some of them have come to Ghana. Hide. That's what the Spirit of the Lord was showing me. And in the dream, I saw these people hiding guns in this sack, as they call it, Ghana must go, under trees, in their rooms, different dangerous places. Now these groups, one is closer to Burkinabe Hono from Ghana North, and then the other part is also in Accra, and the major part is in Nigeria. Now this is what they are doing. There's a war that is going to break out over there. Now because they know said they are going to fight until some of them have moved here because they are going to also use Ghana as their hiding place and also capture Ghana. Into me who said war break it out, but a lot of them were running here, and very open-minded people. We were just receiving them as if you are being per se on prepare because war break it out, and then Ghanaians are welcoming people, but they turn against us. This is what I saw say all the regions in these people regions young politicians became weak because before the margin besina young politicians in it's like so our politicians became weak, and then they were feeding, helping these people more than even Ghanaians. So I saw our kings started coming together. Now this is what I saw now
One of the biggest challenge we are having is in Ghana. You know, we have this problem of one ambitious Igbo man in Ghana who has not at any point in time denied that he's a Nigerian. And that is my biggest problem. The man is a Nigerian. He believes he's a Nigerian. He always proud of his Nigeria. And he believes that the way they do things in Nigeria must be done in Ghana. But there is a problem. How do they do things in Nigeria? And you see, in Nigeria, you can have a government. In this case, the federal government of Nigeria, the state governor, the local government, and still have people who are calling themselves tribal kings. And therefore, he has gone to Ghana, and he didn't go to Ghana to go and establish a kingdom. He didn't go to Ghana to go and break the law. He went to Ghana to do business. He was given 90 days, ECOWAS treaty. The man overstayed his visa. Yes. Whatever document he's having, you cannot go into a space and overstay and then say you have legalized your stay. Why? He got away with this because in Ghana, we don't document because we are also tribal people. The man came and saw our weakness. He saw it. He saw in Ghana, lawlessness and breaking of the law is a normal thing. In the law of Ghana, the constitution of Ghana, we recognize chiefs. We don't recognize kings. Anyone who is presenting himself as a king in Ghana is committing a crime. And I will go to court on this. Anyone, whether he is a citizen or a foreigner, it is criminal for one to identify and call himself a king. What we have are chiefs, and there is a difference between a king and a chief. A chief has no subject. A chief has no kingdom. A chief is not a landlord. It's just a chief. Therefore, the leader of a particular group of people. That is a chief. It could be a tribe, it could be religion, it could be whatever ethnicity, it could be anything, it could be church, it could be mosque. That is a chief. A king is someone who has got a kingdom and has got subject. Again, a leader. So a king will have a land. A chief does not necessarily have to have a land. It doesn't have a land and therefore has no subject. In a republic, we call ourselves the Republic of Ghana. And in a republic, any republic in the world, you cannot have monarchy. You cannot have a king. What we wanted to do is just to say that, okay, we've been doing these things for centuries. So let us have a way of doing it in a more modern way. And that is why we call those people chiefs. Our constitution was very, very clear on this. Very clear. Now, this man from Nigeria, I have watched what he's doing and watch him and watch him and watch. And everything he does, he's just like there to provoke hunger. I've watched this man. Eze Jude Chukudi. Chukudi Eze Jude. That man make me sick. I know there are other people, Kutukuli chief, Fulani chief, Hausa chief. They are all in Ghana. They are all there. If there are people in the community, of course they will have one of them to be their leader. But this Chukudi himself was heard saying that he and another Igbo man contested for the position. He himself said it. I'm not saying what other people said. What he said, that he and another person, and that person has been granting interview, they contested the position. They were even going to court on this matter, on which of them should be the chief. Now, Chukudi, assuming Chukudi won, technically, this seat is not hereditary. Yeah, it's no more hereditary. You become an Igbo chief by the Igbo people coming together and choose one of them by voting.
At this point, the Igbo king would be regretting the reason why he ever opened his mouth to say he is the king, Igbo king in Ghana, or he is about to buy a land and form an Igbo community, because at this point, Ghanaians are not even giving him space. They are not even giving him the space to breathe. I'm just pitying this man because I wonder how and what he would be going through in his house this period if this man does not have high blood pressure, Charlie. Or he does not have sleepless nights. The rate at which Ghanaians are dragging him, my brother, my sister, he cannot be able to sleep well. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Please like this video and share.